Hey everyone, it's Lisa from the blog farmhouseonboone.com, and today I'm doing a what I eat in a day pregnant video. I am currently, at the time of recording, around 25 weeks pregnant, and I'm just going to take you throughout my day, share my supplements, my food, and I've had some requests for this, so hopefully you enjoy it. Today's video is sponsored by Thrive Market. I know you've seen them on here before, but Thrive Market is an online grocery store where you can find natural and organic, gluten-free, GMO-free foods. I also like to get my supplements on there. Like in today's case, I'm actually trying out a bee pollen. This was recommended to me by someone here on YouTube in a comment. I will go more into that later, why I did that. Also, I love getting lots of organic items that I can't find at my local grocery store. Dried nuts, dried fruit, einkorn products like einkorn flour and pasta, condiments like coconut aminos. I can't find that locally, but I love having it as a soy sauce alternative. Thrive Market's website makes it really easy for you to shop by dietary preference. So if you are gluten-free or dairy-free or paleo, you can choose that. They offer 2 membership options. One is a yearly fee, which is cheaper per month. But if you want to try it out, see if they have something that you can't find locally or that's for a better price, then you can do the month-to-month option at $9.95. Thrive Market is offering my viewers 25% off their first order and a free gift with my link, thrivemarket.com/farmhouseonboone. You can also find it in the description box below. All right, so I've already done a few things this morning and I'm just now getting to where I can share all of the voiceovers for it. So I start every single morning with a big glass of water. Now, earlier in pregnancy, I had to really decrease this. This has been my habit for years now. I don't remember when I started it. I read it somewhere and I've done it ever since. So I just get some room temperature water and drink. I like to go for a quart, but earlier in pregnancy, I had to do half or a quarter of that or I felt really nauseated. Now I can handle, again, the quart because I don't have that same feeling. Then I usually have coffee. And I was just thinking as I was starting to make this video that this is the first time in probably, years that I can truly say I forgot to drink my coffee. And people say that to me, like, oh yeah, I forgot coffee this morning. Like, what? That would be like, I would forget to eat maybe, but not coffee. So normally I have my coffee, but I actually slept late today. We transitioned Daniel into a crib and now he's climbing out of the crib. And so I have a really tall gate on order that he won't be able to climb, but it's not here yet. And so I'm just so worried in the middle of the night that he's going to escape his crib. And so I got up in the middle of the night and set up all kinds of chairs and things that he would crash over. And it just had me uneasy. So I actually just wasn't able to sleep well, and then I slept in. Anyways, it is now 9 a.m. and I realized I haven't had my coffee, which is crazy. I did a fried egg and my iron supplement and vitamin C. I like to take my iron with food because it helps with absorption, but not with calcium. So normally, whenever I'm not pregnant and really trying to build up my iron, I prefer to just have a huge smoothie in the morning. I'm not one to be very hungry in the morning. And so I'll just make a big old smoothie and that'll be my breakfast. I won't even sit down to have eggs. But when I'm trying to build up my iron, I try not to have my iron with calcium. So the smoothie thing doesn't work. And so what I like to do is take a couple of my Pharaoh Food iron, which again, this was also recommended to me by someone either on Instagram or YouTube. And they told me that their midwife recommended taking 9 a day, all spaced out throughout the day. The dose on the bottle is 1, but I'm not gonna take 9. I'm gonna see how 4 a day goes. But I think my issue with taking natural iron, I always found that whenever I tried to do natural iron, my numbers still dropped. And in order to have a home birth, you have to have above a 10. And I already was at 10.5 in the beginning of this pregnancy, and then it just goes down from there. But I think my issue with the iron was I never took enough. I think with a natural food-based one, you just need to get a whole lot more spaced out throughout the day, paired with vitamin C, not paired with calcium. So I did that with my egg, and then I went out and milked the cow and got my makeup on, and now I'm going to have a cup of coffee, which is way out of order, and my smoothie. So for the coffee, I do 1 shot of espresso with steamed cream. Now pre-pregnancy, I did 2 shots of espresso in the morning, and then during the first trimester, I was too sick to really enjoy it. But that really helped me to cut down easily. And so now this is what I am used to, which is great because I don't want to drink a ton of caffeine during pregnancy, but I do enjoy my cup of espresso. And then for the smoothie, I am doing raw milk kefir, bee pollen, frozen bananas, and then a frozen berry mix. Now the reason for the bee pollen, this was a message either on YouTube or Instagram, I can't remember, that someone sent me, and they were talking about how the reason, and actually several people on my YouTube channel told me that the reason that if you still take a ton of iron and you're still always testing low, is that you either lack copper or you have inability to absorb copper, something like that. Enough people said it that I was like, okay, this is a thing. And then when this person messaged me and told me that bee pollen helps with copper and that they were able to turn their iron issues around naturally with the bee pollen, I was instantly sold. I got on and ordered all the things she told me. I believe she also was the one that told me farrow food and the natural vitamin C and the bee pollen, and with the combination of all of those things, she was able to turn her iron around. And so I'm going to be adding a tablespoon of this to my smoothie. I also plan, I might do this tonight actually, add it to my yogurt. They have a little suggestion on the back, so I like to sometimes have a snack before bed, and so we'll see. But if so, I'm gonna add bee pollen as much as possible and see how my iron tests, because by the time this video is coming out, more like 27 weeks pregnant, and I believe that the lowest point in pregnancy is around 28. And so I know I'm at that critical point where it's very serious. You can actually have a very dangerous birth. You can't have a home birth with low iron. I've never experienced that. I've always been able to keep it above the safe level. And so I'm gonna take it real seriously. Sometimes I cut the kefir with a bit of yogurt for the kids. It just helps to make it not as sour, and they all just drink it a little bit better. As you can see, I let this kefir go a little long. That happens in the summer. It just is warmer in the house, and so it gets this whey separation. I can handle it as an adult, the sourness, whenever I do that, whereas the kids, not so much. They prefer a little yogurt mixed in. Now, if you have really creamy milk, like for example, I'm milking a newly freshened Jersey cow, or if you're getting it from a local farm, it will stick like this. Some of the cream is just gonna stick to it. I don't worry about it all coming off the kefir grains. I don't rinse it or anything. I just put it in my jar, add some fresh milk, and then what is stuck on here will act as a starter in addition to the kefir grains, and so it'll actually just make it ferment more quickly. Now, ideally in the summer, for taste, especially if you're not used to kefir. See, I've been drinking homemade kefir for about 10 years now, so I've definitely heard of people who have gotten sick from drinking too much or too strong of homemade kefir right off the bat. So if that is new to you, I wouldn't recommend any large quantity of this because it could definitely be difficult on your stomach. So I'm just gonna let this go. Probably tomorrow, I don't know if I usually only strain it off whenever I'm ready for more. So I don't know if we'll drink all of this today, and so likely I'll just let it sit there. But again, that's gonna yield a very sour taste that me and my husband and kids, for the most part, are used to. And obviously I'm gonna sweeten it up with lots of berries and bananas. Luke drinks his way more sour than I drink mine. I like almost like a milkshake. my first time trying this bee pollen, but it was open, so clearly my husband's tried. I need to ask him how it was. It says it's sweet. All right, I just rewarmed my coffee. I'm going back and forth between coffee and smoothie, which is why I don't normally wait this long, but I'm taking the oldest 4 kids today berry picking with friends and then to a pool party. Anytime someone invites me to their house to go to their pool in the summer, that's one less time that I need to go to the public pool, and so I almost always, unless I have something huge going on, say yes. So we got some bagels going. Some bagel dough going last night, and we're gonna do a picnic. So we're gonna do, I believe I'm gonna grab some salami. I don't have any right now. Salami, lettuce, what else was I gonna put on these? Oh, and cream cheese on everything bagels. And then I made a double batch, so hopefully we'll have enough to also bring our friends some at the pool, which I believe we will, because yeah, this will make 16 bagels and I won't need near that many. But we're just gonna have a little picnic and a day out of the house, which is great. I am such a summer person. I prefer summer over Christmas, any season, any holiday, and I get really sentimental about it. And if at the end of summer, I feel like we haven't picked all the berries and gone to the pool and done picnics, I feel really sad. People I feel like are already talking about fall, and it made me like, oh my gosh, summer's not almost over. It is not. It is summer through September, but I'm afraid that it's going to feel over really soon. All right, we are back from the pool and we're gonna make some tacos. I have some chicken breast thawed out in the refrigerator, sour cream, avocado. We'll go to the garden and get some tomatoes and cilantro, Joanna. I have my big block of raw cheddar, corn tortillas. What else are we gonna put on our tacos? Salsa. This is always our fallback if we are out and about, or not always, but it's a common fallback for us. If I have any ground beef or quick cooking type of chicken or leftover chicken, we'll almost always do tacos because I can pull it together really quickly. My tomatoes are mostly ruined from the storm that we had, but I think I'm still gonna get a few. Making mine before my family comes in so that way I can talk to you. I will probably have about 3 of these because I didn't eat a ton for lunch. I just had my bagel sandwich with cream cheese and arugula and salami. So I'm just gonna do shredded raw cheddar, some chicken. I just made some salsa from the garden. This is the first time this year. I need to get some fermenting. Greens, sour cream, and probably some hot sauce and avocado. I didn't leave enough room on these. Look good? What do you want on your taco?
Nothing. I don't want any tacos.
Yes, you do.
I don't want a taco.
You just want chicken? Chicken and cheese?
I don't want to eat a chicken.
You just want chicken? A big plate of chicken?
I won't eat chicken.
Right, I'm going to have a snack tonight of some yogurt with maple syrup. And then we really love this. This is just something that is a treat in the yogurt. It's just so good. So we keep it up high in the cabinet. Otherwise the kids would get into it constantly. But this is a good before bed, or not really before bed, but relaxing on the couch snack. And then after this, right before I go to sleep, I'm gonna have my magnesium supplement and 2 more iron pills and a vitamin C. Oh, I forgot. I'm also going to add in that bee pollen. I totally forgot about that. I don't think I'll do a whole tablespoon because probably 2 teaspoons. Maybe some blueberries as well. Oh, the kids ate all the blueberries from the berry patch today, but I do have some frozen ones I can throw on top. All right, well, thank you so much for following along with my what I eat in a day, pregnant, around 25 weeks pregnant. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, let me know. I can do more like these as the pregnancy progresses, maybe as supplements change. I mean, I think for the most part, this is probably what I'll be doing unless my iron goes down and I need to do something else. If you are not yet subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I make 2 new videos every week on food from scratch, natural living, and a handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by the farmhouse.